Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Alexis, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 things that you need to be doing to ensure that you have a successful and stress-free embarkation day and cruise. So I know that getting on board is very exciting and sometimes overwhelming, but if you follow these 5 steps that I'm going to share with you today, I'm sure that you will have a fun and successful cruise. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So I know that once you board the ship, it's very exciting and you're on vacation mode, you're probably going to want to either do one of 2 things. 1, go up to the buffet and stuff your face with food, or 2, go to a bar and get that vacation drink. But I assure you that this is not the first thing that you should be doing. The first thing that you should be doing is actually booking all of your dining and shows that you want to do while on board. So I know that most cruise lines do have an app where you can book all of this on your own. You can even book all of this before or prior to your cruise, but sometimes the apps do not work or they're not accurate. And I know that you can book some of this stuff like dining or shows, mostly dining, before your cruise. But once you get on board on embarkation day, sometimes the system restarts and your bookings are not there. And so it's just always safe to just, number 1, make sure you go to someone, and there's always someone that will help you book your dining reservations and show reservations. Now, for the bigger ships, this is where I emphasize booking your shows more, because those bigger ships do have more people. So they do have to accommodate reservations for most people. And on those mega ships, you do have to book before. Otherwise, you're going to get nosebleed seats or just not get into the shows at all. So just make sure you book your shows and your dining as the number 1 thing you do, and I guarantee you, you will feel so much less stress. The second thing that I think that you should do next is to go and find your muster station. And so basically you have a certain place on the ship where you need to go to check in and do your safety briefing. This is where you would go in case of emergency. But usually on the newer ships, they have a safety briefing video that you can do either in the app or in your stateroom. And so what I recommend to do, and this is what I do, is usually on the way to the port, whether it's in the Uber or taxi, I go on my app and I do the safety briefing video. It takes about 2 minutes and that's done. Then once you're on board, all you need to do is go find your muster station and they just scan your card and you're good to go. And this is absolutely mandatory and you do have to do it. So if you just get it done right out of the way, then that's one less thing you have to be stressed about. Now, doing this muster station is super easy. Like, it takes 2 minutes, literally. And it's something that you have to do. So getting it done early is just something that I really recommend. The third thing that I suggest that you do is to go and find your stateroom. Now, on most cruise ships, your stateroom usually isn't ready till about 1:30 p.m. But what most people don't know, which we do all the time, is that you can still go through the hallways. You just have to open those big heavy doors and you can still go and find your room. Like, it's probably frowned upon, but who cares? It's just more convenient, especially if you have a carry-on or a backpack or a big bag that you don't want to lug around for the whole day. I always do this and I always think that it's great because it saves me having to worry about a bag for the whole day around me. So I always go and look for my stateroom. I put my bags down. I always make sure that everything is there and that's working, like sink, the shower, and all of that stuff. And then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about your luggage or carrying around a backpack, and you already know where your room is. Okay, so now that you've booked all your shows and dining, you've done your muster drill, you know where your stateroom is, I think that the number 4 thing that you should be doing is go enjoy some lunch. Go eat. Go have some food. You're on vacation. And I know most people say, hey, let's just go up to the buffet, which the buffet is really kind of fun to go to on the first day. But for me, it's not fun for me. It's too crowded. I don't like when I'm in too much of a crowded space and it's really hard to get a table. And although that's part of the fun for the first day and seeing like all the food spread, I don't suggest going to the buffet. So most cruise ships have a lot of different options for free food, especially like on the mega ships. For Royal Caribbean, they have all kinds of included restaurants and food or bites that you can get. My recommendation is splurging a little. It's the first day, you're on vacation, so go and sit down and eat at a specialty restaurant. You're away from all the hustle bustle, you still get that vacation excitement, and you get to sit down for a nice meal. So my number 4th recommendation is go enjoy yourself, go get some food away from the hustle and bustle. So now that you've booked all your shows and dining, you've done your muster station, you found your stateroom, and you have a full belly, my 5th recommendation is to go and explore the beautiful ship that you're on. Go and look at the daily planner. So you can look at the daily planner on your app, or you can go to guest services or ask your stateroom attendant for a piece of paper, like the printout version, which I personally prefer because I like to look at the daily planner every morning with my coffee. So you can definitely get a paper version. If not, it's always on your app. But what I do recommend is sometimes the app does not work or it's slow. So on that first day, take a screenshot of every daily planner for the whole week. That way, if your internet's not working or if your app's not working, you still have the daily planner at your hands. What I recommend doing with this is to start to tour the ship, start to have fun, start to get excited, start to see all the places that you're gonna have fun for the next week. So what I like to do is to start from the bottom deck and go all the way to the top and tour the entire ship. This has been our tradition for years, and I just think it's so much fun, and it's fun to just go from floor to floor, side to side, and see everything that there is for you to do for the next week. So just enjoy the ship that you're going to be on, look at the daily activities, look at your planner, and start to plan out and get excited for the week. So now that you've done all of these 5 steps, you can now finally enjoy your vacation. You don't worry about your bags. They'll be in your room in a couple hours when you get to unpack and then get ready for your dinner booking and the shows that you booked, and just be ready for a great, successful cruise. Now, I really, really, really want to emphasize doing the number 1 thing, and that's booking your shows and dining reservations. This is going to make sure that you are set for your cruise, that you get to do everything that you want to do, and that it's just less stressful when the time comes. I recommend that number 1 thing being the number 1 and only thing, if that's it, that you do. After all, you're on vacation and you should have no worries and just be on full relax mode. Now with that, I hope you have a fantastic and successful cruise, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Leave me a comment on what your cruise plans are for the rest of the year. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it at all, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you're always updated with all things cruising and travel. Don't forget to always seize the day, and I'll catch you in the next one.